The legislature is halfway done with the 60-day session. What's happening now, and do you think it will complete its work on time?
Well, I certainly hope we complete our work on time. We were here far too long last year, too many special sessions. This is the supplemental budget year. This is the year that we should be here for 60 days addressing any inequities or problems with the budget that was passed last year, and then we go home. I think folks are anxious to do that. At the halfway point now, though, the bills that have passed through the House are coming out on the floor for a vote, and the bills that have passed in the Senate are doing the same thing, and then they will be swapped to each respective House to go through the same process again.
There's a bill moving through the legislature that would help people with developmental disabilities. Tell us about that.
Well, it's basically a mechanism where we're able to leverage additional federal funds to help the folks that have services that are unmet in this state. There's at least 5,000 to 15,000 of our folks with developmental disabilities that do not get any services from the state. And frankly, if you really start to look at the entitlement that they could receive through the government, it's a tremendous savings to have these folks living in homes in our communities versus the institutions. So being able to leverage some additional federal funding by way of Medicaid, that should help address at least 5,000 folks that are on that waiting list for services. So I'm hopeful that we can continue making those services available to all folks who really need them.
You sit on the Higher Education Committee. What proposals are being looked at to address the high cost of tuition for students and the state's role?
Well, there's a lot of proposals always. We try to do everything we can and hope that every child can pursue a post-secondary education. We understand statistics are very strong that folks that are able to do that, young people are able to do that, they are able to get good jobs that support their families. There are some interesting concepts called pay-it-forward bills that are out there, basically saying that a student could be able to secure a loan, and then once they graduate and they secure a job, then they're able to pay back their loan based on a percentage of what their salary is from that job. There are several bills like that, and I think that they're going to need some vetting and are going to need a little more work just to make sure that there aren't any unintended consequences or loopholes potentially, but they're all good concepts and ones that I think we need to continue to look into. I'm Representative Maureen Walsh, and I always appreciate hearing from you and welcome your ideas, comments, and feedback. If I can ever be of assistance to you in any way, please let me know by calling, writing, or sending me an email. I also encourage you to sign up for my email updates from my website, which is on your screen. Thanks for taking the time to listen today. It is an honor to be your state representative.